Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about 3 core reasons fearful avoidants sometimes pull away when in the dating stage of relationships. So before I dive into all of this, I just want to share with you really quick. I am hosting, beginning in July, an 8-week program, and it's to train people to become a coach. And it's going to include all tools about the subconscious mind, how to build your business, how to work from home, see clients from home, set up your schedule, build your client load, build funnels for your client load, but also is deeply focused on all of the stuff I teach on here. I've really wanted to get like this material, this information out to more people. And we have a ton of people who ask for one-to-one client sessions inside PDS that unfortunately I can't take. And the individuals we have trained are usually quite full. So it's to really build all of that stuff out. There's lots of exciting opportunities, places for growth, things to learn about. So it includes the subconscious mind and theory and principles regarding the subconscious, how to reprogram, how to heal individuals' attachment styles and attachment trauma, how to set up personalized programs for clients, and then even how to work with couples in relationships as well. So if you want to dive in and do a course in that, I am teaching it live. We also have a recorded certification that you can still just take your test at the end and obtain the certification. And I also have 3 months of follow-up webinars for both the recorded and the live sessions that are available. That come with the actual package. If you want to learn more about it, click the link in the description box below, and would love to see you as a part of that. And when it comes to this specific topic, the 3 core reasons fearful avoidants pull away when dating, the very first reason, as you can imagine, is if trust is broken in the relationship. Now, this doesn't have to be in the dating stage where trust is clearly broken because maybe you haven't agreed to become monogamous in the relationship yet. Maybe you're not in a fully committed relationship. However, if there's trust that seems like it could be broken, fearful avoidants are very hypervigilant about that. And usually at the early stage of a dating relationship, they're kind of like keeping their eyes open to see, are you loyal? Are you somebody who's going to be committed to a relationship, put the effort in? And they'll often sort of put out little tests for that subconsciously or consciously. And it's to see, like, am I going to be able to be safe in this relationship, be myself, open up, feel seen, feel heard, feel connected. And they're sort of scouting for all these different things, but as it pertains specifically, most so to trust. And if trust is broken on a large scale level, the fearful avoidant may just leave the end of the dating relationship and that's it. And if it's on a small scale level, you'll definitely see them pull away and sort of become reclusive. And the interesting thing from a fearful avoidant perspective is usually the person dating them will not even know what they did wrong. And a lot of the times it's because fearful avoidants will kind of like keep a straight face early on before they really have a deep bond or connection because they don't want to be that vulnerable to somebody yet. And so you may do something and you may not consciously realize, oh, the way I spoke to that person made them feel kind of affected and made them feel like they can't really trust me. And so they withdrew. Instead, you'll just see the withdrawing and you won't necessarily be able to pinpoint. This isn't always the case, but generally you see a lot more of that vulnerability and the opening up about the frustration from the fearful avoidance end if they have sort of a bone to pick about something related to trust later on once a bond is already built. And prior to that, you're usually going to see the more like reclusive version that doesn't want to be weak. And I put that in quotes because there's something weak about being vulnerable. The fearful avoidants often perceive the relationship unfolding in that way. Number 2, if they feel taken advantage of, you're going to see them pull away. And usually this is because there's an imbalance of giving and receiving. And it can be time, it can be effort, it can be energy, it can be actual things, paying for more things, whatever it might be. But if the fearful avoidant sees an imbalance, usually in the dating stage, they're kind of scouting to see, are you going to be somebody who's advantageous? Are you going to be somebody who has a lot of expectations? Or is there going to be a nice equal sort of pull here? And if there is, then that's great. We can progress. And if not, you may see the fearful avoidant just suddenly pull away. And usually again, and this is really powerful work to do if you are the fearful avoidant, usually it's not going to be coming from a place where you choose to like open up and to say, hey, I'm feeling that there's an imbalance. Can you pay for more things? Can you drive to my house more often? Usually you won't necessarily communicate that there feels like there's an imbalance. Usually the fearful avoidant will just kind of like move away from the dating relationship. But again, it's powerful to communicate because sometimes people don't know what your expectations are. And oftentimes people's behavior really can change dramatically if they know what you're looking for and if you communicate and set boundaries and state your needs. And third, anything of too extreme polarity will cause the fearful avoidant to pull away. If somebody's too anxious, they'll go so to their avoidant side. But even if somebody's too avoidant, they'll feel rejected and then also become more shut down. One of the big characteristics that we'll see between FAs and DAs is FAs, when they feel rejected, will shut down even harder than a dismissive avoidant, but a dismissive avoidant tends to be more pervasively shut down. And so you'll see if somebody feels really rejected, or they think you're not really invested, often FAs will pull back and kind of feel unsafe and a little bit betrayed and hurt and not want to invest their energy. Or if somebody makes them feel too smothered and they fear losing their sense of self or being trapped or controlled or anything like that, that can also make them really shut down in the dating stage. And so inside, fearful avoidants are kind of hypervigilantly looking for like both trust and excitement and passion. And they want someone like interesting and deep, but also somebody safe that they can trust. And there's this really like strong middle ground that FAs seek. But it's like almost like they seek the middle ground, but also want, both sides of things, like the excitement and the stability, but somewhere in the middle of somebody that like brings them both of those things, the trust and the passion, but somewhere in the middle where there's a little bit of both. So really valuable to keep in mind. If you are the fearful one, please try to communicate about these things and how they're important to you. It will definitely make your dating life go a lot easier. And if you are the loved one of a fearful avoidant who's dating them, it's really important to like stay in that middle ground, to facilitate open communication, ask them what their needs are, ask them what their boundaries are, ask what they need in order to trust. And also be mindful about the balance of giving and receiving in relationships. So I hope this makes a whole lot of sense. And if you want to do a deeper dive, we've got a lot of fearful avoidance reprogramming courses and tools and relationship interaction courses between FAs and different attachment styles that you can check out for free for 7 days by clicking the link in the description box below if you want to check out our free trial. And also, if you are looking to do anything in this field that I'm doing for a living, then please join me for that 8 weeks, and I'll do all that training with you. So that's it for today. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.